Yeah, guys and girls, welcome back to another video of mine on my YouTube channel for my daily news for today. It is Sunday the 21st of May. I wanted to do this as a 10-minute video as quick as possible so I could get a couple other videos in. It's 10:19 at night time, but I want to get at least 3, 4, probably 5 different daily newses in for today. Because I haven't done any for today actually at all, and it is Sunday and it's nearly Monday already. So today I've been reading up about what the Conservatives are doing at the moment. Yesterday they've kind of changed their plans because apparently a lot of people have been pissed off about the social care crisis. Apparently Tories vow winter allowance for pensioners in genuine need. Now they did say that they were going to take off the ones who have got a lot of money for their winter payments over the winter times and the Christmas time, because they usually get like 200 or 300 quid. You can get anything up to £300, depends how old you are. Some people will get 200, some people will get 300. It depends on their age gap. If you're like in your 80s and 90s, you'll probably end up getting the full amount, which is like 300 quid. That's in the UK. Now, Theresa May says the Tories fought back against the attacks on their plans to fund social care yesterday by pledging that pensioners in genuine need will still get the winter fuel allowance, because they actually kind of fucked up and said about people wouldn't get it. Only in Scotland they would get it because it's colder over there, and then they would see who would get it in the UK depending on what conditions they're like and stuff. So basically it's like a little bit of a lottery really, if you think about it. But then is, if they do stop winter fuel payments for old age pensioners, they should do it the ones who actually don't need it, the ones who have got a lot of money, they've got big businesses tied up, or they've got money in big bank accounts, so they got over 120 odd thousand, that they can look after each other and stuff themselves, and they don't need it. Now that would be interesting to see whether the Tories do it that way, but I think, to be honest, it doesn't matter if you choose the Tories, it don't matter if you choose like Labour. We're all stuffed in this. We're not all in this together, even though they said we're all in this together. It's usually just the MPs. They put up a good front for each other to try and find out who's going to get in. I think, to be honest, why is it we only have to choose one of the two candidates? How come we can't have, say, the Green Party? How come we cannot have like the Liberal Democrats? Or we could choose the Liberal Democrats, I should say. Or if we want to choose UKIP, or maybe a different party, maybe something like for the people, a people party. That's what they should do. Come up with a party for the people, because it really pisses me off to think we're living in a democracy where you got to choose one side or the other. There's not one side for every person. It's not fitted for everyone. You either got to choose ones who for the party for the people, for the rich and the ones who go out to work, or you got the ones who are left behind, which don't get a chance, like the poor people. The poor people and the people who are ill and sick and disabled, we do not get a say in this. To be honest, it's like we're not being heard at all. And why are we not being heard? I think is because we're being left out of the code. And also, what really pisses me off in the UK is how many like people have been put on the street, left pretty much to die, with no dignity nor respect for our well-being as a human being. We're left out in the cold, or we have our houses, or some people have to go to the food banks and stuff. And it just really makes me tired and sick. Why do people have to go to these food banks, right, to get food, right, when people, there's a lot of money to go out and spread around our country, but yet giving our money to these countries, not to our country. We don't get any money in our country, nor does the actual National Health Service. The National Health Service do a very good job. They do the finest job to help people, to give people their treatments and help them and stuff, like with the diseases that spreads out, with their cancer. They help them to try and get back on their feet, and then help them back out to work and stuff. When you got the therapists, people who are trying to do their jobs, but end up it's being too much for them because they're not getting paid enough and they're not getting enough respect. And it really, really just makes me really tired to think we can only choose, like Corbyn, which he has basically says, he doesn't, he's going to carry on Trident. Basically, he's going to start a new Trident thing, or restart it, basically. Reform Trident. So basically, before he wanted to get rid of nuclear weapons, but now he wants to keep this thing in effect. And I don't think, to be honest, I don't think he is eligible as an MP to run this country when he wants to keep these nuclear weapons, and he maybe wants to use them. I mean, I know his policy was before at the start to get rid of nuclear weapons. That was his main goal. Now, for some reason, he's kept these going, these like nuclear weapons and bombs and all that ready, right? And then you've got Theresa May, who shouldn't even be fit enough to fit into this power regime and stuff. This is what it is. She is off her flipping rockers, right? She shouldn't even be running our country. She's running more like our country into the ground. And like she's gonna basically put elderly people on notice, basically on the death penalty. That's what the old age pensioners get. They're gonna get basically their pensions taken off them, and all their money's gonna get. So when you die, right? When you die, you got loads of money tied up in your banks and stuff, right? If you've got like over 100,000, and then basically you have your own health care and all that shit going, right? And you're at home, and once they've sold that house and they get loads of money for it, what's gonna happen then, right? The government or the Tories are gonna say, right, we want a dip of that money of yours now that you're gone, and your family's gonna see nothing of it, not one fucking pence, because by the time they've paid for all the healthcare that's happened already, then there's going to be nothing left. And they're just complete robbing bastards. And I'm sorry for my language, but it just really makes me angry. If you've got money, and you've got money tied up, and you've been working all your life as a worker, right, and then as a pensioner, right, you're putting that money into your life savings for your either for your family or to pay for your health care as you're dying. So when as you're on the verge of dying, you got your money and you're got dementia and you can't remember no more, and that money basically goes for your health, right? Whatever's left after you're gone, the Tories are going to say it goes back into the government. That's what they're trying to do. They're stealing your family's money. They're going to steal your money. They get you to sell your house so they can steal your fucking money. And it really makes me fucking angry to the point, right? I'm really fuming, right? I don't normally do like a sort of rants like this, but I wanted to do a rant like this for a while. And actually, at the moment, I'm actually playing Injustice 2. I've already put it on there for the PlayStation 4 Pro, so I just thought I'd let you know, guys know and all that, and girls. But yeah, it really makes me flipping mad to think we're living in a society where we got globalism taking effect, and it's getting worse now. And the globalism is The bankers are coming for your money. The government's coming for your money. Anyway, guys and girls, cheers for all you for listening to me and ranting and all that. And catch you all later. If you like it,